see here. There we go. We are on. We've gone live. Seems darker in here. Oh well. All right. So TGIF. Happy Friday. So we're coming up on All Saints Day, Halloween. And just as a reminder, when we come close to Halloween, the veils between the dimensions become very thin. And we need to be mindful of our environment because other beings live in the other dimensions, whether they're human or not. Whatever you believe, it doesn't matter, but just know that the veils are very thin and they can be walking through like elven people, other humans in other dimensions. So you want to shield yourself from anything that might not be so friendly. I mean, energy wise. So, and that's not to be afraid. It's just to be mindful that you don't want to take in anything that might not be a really good energy. So we need to keep our energy high and attract just the good stuff. So maybe that's why Ganesh was falling over on my altar there. Kind of a reminder of potential obstacles. So we'll start to center here, create your sacred space around you, however you like to do that, whether it's using a bubble and filling it with your favorite color, or if it's a pyramid as your space, your sacred space. It can just be a ball of white light. Let go of the week and any events or circumstances. Just let everything melt away right now, leaving you free to focus on your own well-being. And come to awareness of your breath and what rhythm you're paced at right now. And as you focus into your breath, yesterday as I was contemplating a theme for today's class, I was reminded of us being in a higher frequency now and how sensitive the universe is to our transmissions and emissions. So what I came to was our reactions. We manifest and we can block our manifestation through worry, fear, anger, and much of the time we're already mindful of those emotions, especially when they're underlying and just like flowing through us consistently. But our reactions, even in watching videos or TV or listening to the radio, our reactions also impact our manifestation and creating from our thoughts and emotions. So it's just a reminder to be aware of what's coming into the mind and what's coming out through the emotions. So just check in with your emotional body and see if there are any emotions wanting to be recognized and released. Any cares and concerns, also known as worries. And then notice your thoughts, the pace of your thoughts, the speed. Deepak Chopra says we have over 70,000 thoughts. It's probably much more than that now since he made that statement, but much of them are repeated. So we'll use a mantra this morning to assist with that. And then come into awareness of your physical body. Notice any sensations that your body is presenting. And of course, you can make your micro movements to check in with your body, muscles, joints, alignment. Does your spine feel like it's aligned? Your hips, your shoulders, everything feeling aligned? So our intention for this morning could be I maintain clarity in my emotional body at all times. I maintain clarity in my emotional body at all times. So that's our intention. So you may feel a little resistance around the phrase at all times, but just think of it as that's our heart's desire and where we're headed. We'll attune to breath. Just bring your palms together in Anjali Mudra and enjoy a deep breath as you lift arms overhead. And release anything you don't want in you on the exhale. So breathe in positive prana, positive vibrations, and breathe out the stale energy, stale thoughts. And with your eyes closed, just notice as you lift your arms up, what kind of a energy you're creating, a shape with your arms. Just see it in your mind's eye. We are creator beings, little gods in the making. One more big round of breath. And as you lower your arms, just bring your palms to the mat and hinge forward in your hips. Lean and stretch. Spider walk your fingers forward. Notice sensations in your body. Notice your shoulders. You can give them some wiggles, lifting and lowering. Lift your arms and lower, alternating. And notice your hips, any tightness or tension. Now just place your forehead on the mat and reach your arms around behind you and interlace your fingers and lift your arms up for a shoulder stretch. And then release your arms, bring your palms to the mat and gently press up, lift into sitting. And we're going to switch our legs and just repeat that on the other side. So just breathe, arms up overhead, reach up out of your hips. Breathe out, and once again, reach up, breathe, and hinge forward in your hips. Reach your fingertips forward. Arms lift. Feel your shoulders here. They probably feel a little looser after the first stretch. Bring your forehead onto the mat. Reach your arms around behind you and interlace fingers. Lift your arms. Feels good to go side to side here if you want. It's optional. And then release your arms, place your palms on the mat, press up, and then let your torso take over. Lift, lean back, and stretch your legs out. Shake out your knees. Rub your hands together to create some heat and just give a little massage to your knees. Other knee, thighs, down your legs, under your legs, your calf muscles, backs of your knees, just a little rub down up into your IT band, the sides of your legs, extending up from your knees. Give a little squeeze to your thighs. And then bring your hands around behind you. Flex your feet. And we'll circle around a few times. And reverse. Flex and point. Flex and point. And then give a good squeeze to your toes and then stretch them out. Let the air circulate in between. Squeeze and stretch. All right. Shoulders, let's loosen them up a little bit more. Circle around a few times. 3 is a good number. And reverse. All right. Bend your knees. Just bring your feet in. Bring your right arm around your legs and scoop your left arm up as you breathe. And open your torso to the side wall and bring your arm down behind you for a gentle twist. Keep lifting up. Look over your shoulder. Press into your edge. Lift a little more. Palm should be fairly close to your hips so you can use your arm for support. Lift and twist a little more. Shoulders away from your ears. Big breaths. Press down in your hip bones and bring your left arm up to your ear, still facing the side, and then rotate around to the front and bring that left arm around your legs and scoop your right arm forward. Breathe as you lift and come around into your twist. Palm on the floor near your hip. Remember to reach up through your spine, through your crown, look over your shoulder, and compare this to the first side. How's it feel in your spinal column, your nerves? Deep, relaxing breaths. Keep pressing down in your sit bones. Lift up through your crown. And then breathe as you lift your right arm up to your ear and come around to the front. Both arms around your legs. Just bring your head forward, rounding your back into a seated child's pose. I maintain clarity. especially in my emotions, my reactions at all times. And then lift up in center. Circle around in your wrists. We're preparing for some plank work, some ab work. Reverse and squeeze fingers in and out. Press your palms forward, fingers up. Reach from your shoulders and then bring your fingertips under and press the wrist forward and then back and forth a couple times. Good. And just swing your legs around to the back. Come into table pose. A couple of cat stretches. Spread your fingers out wide. Knees are under your hips. Taking a breath in neutral spine. Breathe out. Curl your hips under. Bring navel to spine. Lift and bring chin to chest. And reverse. Tailbone lifts. Roll through your spine. Lift your chin. This is your inhale. And breathe out. Tailbone tucked under. Roll through your spine. Draw your navel in to kiss the spine. Chin on your chest. And one more in the arch. And then come back to center. Stretch your left leg back. Bring the ball of the foot onto the mat and press through your heel. Breathe some breaths into your calf, back of your knee. Okay, make sure your palms are under your shoulders here. Press down in your palms and the ball of your left foot. Breathe your breath. Breathe out. Bring your right knee to your nose. And come back down. Breathe it up. And exhale. Hold and down. 3 more. Breathe. Lift. 1, 2, 3. Hold. Swing your leg out behind you and up. Come into a 3-legged dog. And lower your leg down and switch legs. So you're going to reach back with your right leg now. Press through the heel. If you need a break for your wrists, just lift up and move them around. Stretch through the heel. Okay. Taking a breath. Press down in the ball of your back foot. Press through the heel. Breathe another breath. Breathe out as you bring your left knee to your nose and lower down. A few more repetitions.
One more. And hold, knee to nose. And then stretch the leg out behind you. Lift up into three-legged dog. And bring your leg down, knees down onto the mat. Pull back into a yogalicious child's pose. Bring your arms around to your sides, palms up, thumbs by your ankles. Let your shoulders hang here. No holding. All right. Slide your palms forward, back into position for plank. Lift into your plank. And we'll pump our legs out to the side and back in. One more. And come in to downward facing dog. Breathe. Feel the life force flowing through you, renewing your energy. Lift up onto the balls of your feet. Heels down, shoulders down. Breathe, lift up onto the balls of your feet. Heels down, shoulders pull down. All right. Now just step forward with your left leg into sun pose. Want to stretch our hips. We'll come into a gentle twist here. Press down on your right palm. Lift your left arm up. Keep relaxing in your hips. Look up. And bring it down. Press back into down dog. Nice deep breath here, normalizing breath. Breathe and step your right leg forward into sun pose. Lift your chin and reach through the back heel, drawing a stretch into your psoas muscles, your spine. And then step it in or drag it in. Lift with that right leg, feet hip width apart. So ragdoll or head to knee pose, or somewhere in between. Whatever your body's ready for. All right. Soften your knees, lower your hips. Bring your arms out to the side. Lift your torso into chair. Reach up. Now step back with your right leg. Reach it back.
Open into warrior two. And we'll do some moves here to open more in the hips. Draw the knee in, breathe in, press out, breathe out, in and out. Now open up your warrior two pose here. Press down on the outer edge of the back foot and open your back hip. Rotate that hip down. Open the front knee. Draw the knee in. A couple of wiggles with your hips, forward and back. Breathe in center. Breathe out into warrior two. Come into the bind. Reach under with your left arm. Bring your shoulder down. Bend your elbow. And bring your right hand around to the back. Hook your fingers into the bind. Open the shoulders to the front. Now bring your left palm onto the floor in front of your arch. Bring your right arm up next to your right ear. Open the shoulders as much as you can. Reach that right arm up. Press down in your feet. Lift back into your warrior two. Hopefully your thigh's not burning. Breathe the knee in. Just breathe, palms up. Bend that left knee, come around to warrior one. Whoops. Lift the back heel. Bring the palms in, pull back, inhale, step it in. All right. Whew. Other leg. If you need a little drink of water, I'm going to take a drink of water. So if you need a little pause here. Great. All right, now align to the front. Breathe. Soften your knees and reach back with your right leg. I'm sorry, your left leg, my right. And breathe, arms up overhead. Deepen your pose as you're able. Relax your hips, reach up. And breathe fingertips to the sky and pivot into your warrior two. Once again, press on the outer edge of your back foot and press down in the back hip. Some people have a tendency to raise that back hip, so it's just a reminder. Open the front knee and the hips so that we're getting a good opening in the hips. Good rotation. Good. And just bring the knee in, give it a little rest here. Breathe. And breathe out into your warrior two. And again, breathe. This time, exhale, reach down, take your right arm under the leg, bring your shoulder down in front of that leg, bend your elbow, lift your hand, and hook your fingers, open the shoulders, align with your front leg. Now release your hands, bring your right hand down in front of your foot, and your left arm next to your ear, reach. Make it a long stretch here from the outside of your back foot to your fingertips. Look up. Now activate your legs, press your feet down, and reach for that invisible rope. Lift back into warrior two. Bring the knee in, give it a rest. Breathe in, breathe out into warrior two. Turn your palms up, rotate back to warrior one. If you traveled a little, just bring the back foot in more. Settle down into the pose. And pull back, step it in, and palms together. Standing twist to let go of intensity. Separate your feet, swing. Okay. One final stretch before we head into Shavasana. Just step back on your mat, bend your knees, walk your hands forward, bring your left leg forward for pigeon, reach the back leg back, now optional is to press your right hip forward with your right hand, but lift in your torso. You'll feel the stretch in your psoas muscles. Keep the hip bones pointing forward. Breathe. Keep lifting your heart. Reach it up and keep reaching back with the back leg. Relax the hip. Now come to center and then walk your hands forward. Relax down over the front leg. Work towards keeping the hip bones forward, even, facing the floor. Relax your head. If you feel pain in the hip, see if you can just allow it to relax around the pain.
Direct your breath into the hip. I maintain clarity in my reactions and emotions at all times. Now, one more deep, full breath into the hip. As you breathe out, release it and lift up. Come into your pigeon. Lift. Just go as far as you can right now. Lift up and back. Now release it. Turn the toes under on the back foot, palms in front of your knee. Lift. Switch legs. Take your time. Bring it forward. Reach back with the back leg. Lift up. Bring your shoulder blades down. And optional is to bring your hand onto the back hip and assist it moving forward so that both hips point forward. Optional also is to bring your hand on that front knee and straighten your arm. That gives you some leverage. But keep working those hips to bring them front and center. Lift up in your torso. Now walk your hands down. Come down over your leg. Take your time, check it out. Feel the sensations in your hip, your hamstrings. Sometimes you'll feel the stretch all the way down the arch of your foot. Rest your head, breathe, and keep drawing that left hip down. Or you can go in and out. And if it's painful, once again, relax. Take your prana in on your breath into that area where you feel it the most. Relax all the muscles around it. Relax your hip. Let it go. Breathe your prana in. Send it into your hip, your knee, wherever you feel it. One final deep breath. Breathe into your hip. Press down and come back up. Come into your pigeon.
Reach up, bring your shoulder blades down. That'll open your heart center. Lift your chin, take it back. Now come over onto your right hip. Bring the back leg around. And another seated child's pose. Just wrap your arms around your legs, lift up in your spine, breathe. Exhale and bring your head towards your knees or on your knees. Round your back, breathe. Curl your head and get a nice stretch for your neck. Now lift your head. Just bring your hands onto the mat. Align yourself on your mat for Shavasana. Now let go in your hips. Feel the new opening in your hips, the new circulation. Open the chakras in your abdomen. Open your heart center, your throat, third eye, crown, down to the root chakra. Your relationship with the earth. Allow it to be open and spinning. Settle into your mat like you're on the beach in the sand, and you just wiggle your way down beneath the sand onto the ground, touching the earth, and the earth touches you. Let go of your shoulders, your jaw, your face. Feel an influx of fresh energy with the old. I maintain clarity in my emotions and reactions at all times. Start your journey back to this dimension, the physical. Become aware of your body. Feel the warmth and the energy that you created through your yoga practice this morning. Feel the well-being that you've placed yourself in. And start to bring some wiggles, some tiny moves into your fingers and toes. Take your head side to side. Stretch your neck. Lengthen and press the back of your neck down to stretch it further. And then slide your feet together and lift your knees. Hug them in close. Love your knees along with the rest of your body. And then roll to one side and press up into sitting. Bring your hands into Brahma Mudra. As a reminder, just bring your palms in front of you. Draw in your thumbs, wrap your fingers around your thumbs. Open out your elbows and bring your knuckles together. And then draw the heel of the hand in towards the navel, thumbs pointing forward in Brahma Mudra. I maintain clarity in my emotions and reactions. at all times. Sealing in our intention, our benefits from our practice, prana. And then bring palms together in Anjali Mudra in front of your heart. And may all our habits in our thoughts, all our habitual reactions be modified into the light at all times. Namaste.